right. Let's make sure the setup is doing what it's supposed to do. Do a little side test on my phone, make sure I've got some sound here. This should take me there. Make sure this is all up. Gotta love the first couple minutes of setup. Let's see, why is it not showing on my channel? Well, if anyone pops in, you will be a sign that I've got this working. Otherwise, I need to just check something else. Hold on. Oh, no, it shows live. There we go. Skip. All right, there we go. Let me jump in the game. Make sure I've got some sound. This first part is going to make some riveting VOD content for sure. All right, that seems to be working. Hopefully, let us dive in. I am not sponsored, but this stream brought to you by Limoncello sparkling water from LaCroix, apparently. Delicious. All right. Oh, Alex. Hey, I haven't seen you in forever, man. I know I haven't streamed in a long time. I've been just doing other things in life, but it is good to see you popping in here. How have you been? I am jumping in to play some catch up. This is my KR account for Persona, and I honestly thought that they would have had an official announcement for Global by now, and they have apparently delayed that for whatever ungodly reasons that might be. And so I'm going back to the KR server to play catch up and just enjoy it because it's actually a really fun game. As you can see, I'm in there right now. And so if you want, feel free, ask any questions you want about the game. I wouldn't say I'm at the total end game because I haven't fully leveled up to 80 on everything, but I'm close-ish. There's a couple hard contents I can't do. 100% in Persona 5 and Strikers. Man, I love all the Persona games. Did you play Tactica by chance? I picked it up because I liked the concept of it being a, how do you say, kind of like a tactical strategy game, but it was honestly probably one of the easiest games I've ever played in my life. Still had fun with the story, but it was definitely not something I would call challenging. Strikers was really good as a spin-off, though. I enjoyed that way more than I honestly thought I was going to. What do we got? Oh, we got one of these bad boys. I do have the translation pack in here, but it won't translate absolutely everything, so sorry if you're trying to read along. New season, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Did this reset today? Oh, reset today. Good to know. This is the daily screen here, so this is where you go in and do like missions and stuff, and then it levels up your, what would be the battle pass. You got like the free path here, and you've got the paid path, which I'll get the paid path when it comes to global, but I'm not going to get it when it's an account that I'm not going to continue afterwards. Want to try it, but haven't. Strikers was nice because it was smaller. Yeah, I picked up Strikers and I picked up Tactica on the Switch because I liked the idea of, I guess, taking it on the go with me. And so that's kind of what got me into both of those, besides just my love for Persona in general. And I do not regret either of those purchases. And P5R, I didn't 100% it because I didn't go through and do every like extra battle and then like new game plus hard mode type stuff. But I did do 100% all confidants. Obviously the social stats comes with that and stuff like that. One of my favorites of all time for sure. Oh, nice. I like his new outfit. They do this every once in a while too. This little cat thing will have like its own dailies that you can do for extra stuff. 3 action points. Health is your energy, by the way, in this translation. Not what they'll probably call it in the actual live service. The game I've been playing in my spare time has actually been Metaphor. I don't know if you picked that one up as well, but it's about as medieval Persona as you're going to get from Atlas without being a Persona game. No, I don't want to spend that. What am I? Oh, it's this I need to click on. If you haven't tried it, I'm probably still fairly early game. I say that I think I've got like 30 hours in it, but maybe like first third of the game I guess I'm in, and it's so addicting. It scratches that new Persona itch so very well, and I know everyone I've talked to that's played it has absolutely loved it. So I definitely can't recommend it enough. Man, I am behind on all sorts of content here. These are all sorts of like extra dailies and stuff they do for events. From what I understand, they've gotten better at this as the game has gone on. Probably when this launches, there won't be as many of these events. But for now, it's like content overload for me. All right, what do I need to do for my dailies? I need to do my dailies. So these are kind of like your raising stats or social links is how you do these. And you get 5 of these points a day. And so you can kind of just do a bunch every single day. And occasionally there'll be an extra icon where you get more. And some even give you mini games. Like I'll do this one. This is fun. It's a like music rhythm game. Gorgeous game. Do you mean this one, Alex, or do you mean Metaphor? Or both, for that matter. For me, considering this was made for mobile, honestly, I think this is a incredible take on Persona 5 for the fact that this is, like I said, a mobile version of it effectively. Let's see how successful I can be at practicing music. What have I? Okay, I haven't done Life Goes On. Oh, you know what? I have the music turned off for the stream so it doesn't get blocked or copyright stricken or whatever. So this is going to be very interesting because I'm not actually listening to, oops, the music, which is terrible. I would certainly recommend doing the music game with music turned on. I didn't even think about that. I think sadly I could probably hear this tune in my head. And I'm also playing the music on the easiest difficulty at the moment. You can crank it up. You can actually get this to be fairly challenging. But yeah, this is kind of neat because they have all these extra types of mini games in there. There's a soccer one which I think I saw was available to me, so I'll take a look. I want to say there's fishing. I don't really do the fishing. You can cook, but I don't think it's a mini game. I think it's more of a you just make like a meal type of thing. Both, but Metaphor, yeah. Yeah, it does have a really good aesthetic, Metaphor. Oop. Did I miss it? I did miss it. Don't chat and rhythm game at the same time is the lesson to learn today. They also have like a card game, like Tycoon from, is it P5R? Oops. Wow, I'm really not paying attention. I swear I have rhythm. But yeah, that's not proving it. And that Tycoon game, or whatever it's called, is so fun. Oh god, I thought I was done. I took my hands off the keyboard. I should clip this whole segment of me just bombing a musicless music game, because I think that would be fantastic. Oh, hey! I'm good, man. I'm glad you also joined, Roberto. It's good to see you. Yeah, I want to start streaming more. So I'll give you kind of the rundown of my last, I don't know, few months, if you will. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get all those rewards because I totally bombed that. That's all right. I still get the points. And then you can see I'm leveling up my stats. So we had the holidays, and we have an exchange student here with us this year. And his family came into town during the holidays. And so, they didn't necessarily stay with us. They stayed, at their own place or whatever. But we did more entertaining. And those weeks in the holidays, I tend to spend a lot of time with the kids and whatnot. And caught a really good deal from maybe Best Buy, I think it was, on a new PC. My old PC just wasn't that powerful. It was like 5 or so years old, and just finally hit the point that it was stretching itself too thin when I was trying to do things like stream. And I was testing streaming Cyberpunk on it and a couple other games, and it was like a slideshow. And so this deal came along. I'm like, sweet. I pulled the trigger. My wife was like, go get it. It's going to be good for you and for your YouTube. And, I play so many computer games, and got it. And then you know how it goes. You've got to re-download everything. I lost all my DaVinci settings for editing. I lost all my YouTube settings, all my OBS settings. And so I've literally had to rebuild all of that. Matter of fact, I just set up the stream settings today, right before this. Hence why I didn't go live earlier. And by the way, this is your Velvet Room attendant, Merope, or Merope, however you say her name. And so I've got that sitting right next to me now. It's a much, much better computer. Should handle what I need for a very long time to come, I would assume. And then the other thing, I'm going to show you guys this. Let me switch my thing here. Can you see in the background this bad boy in the background? I fulfilled one of my bucket list dreams that I've had for years. My wife claims 10 years. I thought it was a little bit less than that, but who knows? She probably knows me better. And Stern Pinball put out a new X-Men, Uncanny X-Men pinball machine based on Days of Future Past. And I got it. So over the holidays that came in, I've had about a month now. And so I've been playing that a lot with my kids and just having an absolute blast with it. So I spent some time there. I also did a whole nother playthrough of Cyberpunk. I didn't throw that on the channel because I didn't think there was a lot of bleed over Cyberpunk. Same reason why I don't stream the pinball on this channel. I'm actually thinking about spinning up just a separate pinball channel for when I want to. And yeah, so that stuff took quite a bit of my time. And then I came back, and then when I come back from holidays at the end of December, my work gets very, very busy. Our fiscal year ends at the end of November. December's holidays, and we have some like pretty key tasks. And then January is like pick up your project season. And so I've just been going hardcore at work trying to get these projects off the ground, get the resources, the staffing going. I'm developing an entire compensation system right now. And so I have been slammed. Now I feel like I'm in a good place to kind of ease back into streaming, maybe do it, at least weekly would be my hope. Probably do more stuff like this where I'm playing games like this Persona game, or possibly stream some Metaphor. My only concern there is I just hate turning the sound off on it because the music is so epic. And again, I just don't want to get all the copyright strikes. So I need to look into, is there a way to, separate some more of that out after, so it's, not on the VOD or whatever. I don't know. I got to think about it. But this kind of stuff is easy because I can pop in, turn the sound off, turn the music off, and just sit here and chat with you all. So there is my 5-minute crash course in what has the bear been doing these last few months. But Roberto, how are you? What have you been up to? Life is good, I hope. And yes, by the way, I'm skipping all this dialogue because I don't want to wait for the translator that I have turned on. Like you'll see, it'll take a second, but it will pop in. And when this hits global, when this hits global, that's when I'll worry about all the reading. Frankly, it's not that consequential for what I'm doing right now. I'm probably missing a couple like points of progress as a result, but that's not that big of a deal. Oh, nice. And I ranked up. Little tip when you finally play this game on global, she is one of, if not the most important confidant for you to rank, because she unlocks specific fusions you can do that you won't get otherwise. And fusions aren't just good for the fact of the persona. They're also how you get certain kinds of points to level up Wonder and kind of build out a skill set for them. So definitely want to prioritize her. Yeah, work-life balance for sure. I still feel like I do pretty well at that most of the time. There's days. Uh, but it's more of the you get off of work and you're drained, right? That's the hardest part for me sometimes. Thank you. Yep, I just hung out with you. Your confidants will call you like all the time after you talk to them, and then you'll get like 5 gems for, yeah, for pulling. And then the pulls right now, I'll show you. This is it. So this is Chinese New Year Rin. She's the brand new one. She is an AoE fire DPS and a really powerful one at that. I'm not pulling her for 2 reasons. One is I have An from Persona 5, and she is absolutely a great fire DPS. Now, Rin is better, I would say, just having looked at what the two of them do. But I don't need her necessarily, and I don't really want 2 people on AoE fire, so I'm covered on that role. And either the next banner or one shortly after that should be Akechi from P5R. So I'm waiting to pull him. I pulled Sumire. She was one of the more recent banners. I am a little sad that I'm not going to get Mesa. He's on a rerun. He is a like extraordinary single target physical DPS, but I just don't have the resources I want to commit to that to go all the way to like a pity. And if you don't know, yeah, as for me, it's been busy as usual. Yeah, healthcare, man. Healthcare is insane. Sometimes I miss working in mental health and working at the hospital, and other times I'm like, it is kind of cush being in a corporate job. So, it's a trade-off of one or the other. I wouldn't say that I get the satisfaction of helping people like I did in healthcare, but it's one or the other. I can't do both at the same time. These are weapon banners, by the way. Yeah, this is cool. So I was looking at some of the Japanese beta streams, because that should be, as far as most of us believe, the same client for global. And it didn't look like they had the choose your own banner pity system. The way this works, so your normal one is this, and this is, I believe, how they launched. And it's a 50-50. When you pull a 5-star, it's either going to be the banner character or somebody else. If you fail, then your next character will be, your next 5-star character pull will be that person. And if you get to 80, it's the hard pity. Soft pity, I want to say, is around 65 or 70. I'd have to double check that one. But they introduced this other one where it's a guarantee pull when you get to the 110 instead of 80, but the pull rates are lower. And so the way you kind of do this is, if you really, really just have to have the character, go for this banner right here. If you either don't, or you're going for duplicates, do this banner here. It's kind of the way the math works out. Some smarter people than me on Discord checked it all out. So yeah, I would definitely suggest the first one, but I don't think Global's going to launch with this one unless they just didn't have it in the beta client for the Japanese servers when they were doing that test a month or so ago. But he's a great character. I will probably pull him when he comes to Global. The other thing too is, on these, when you get to a certain amount, you get one of these randomly, which is kind of nice. So these are other 5-star limited or 5-star characters you can get in the standard banner, I believe it is. And the standard banner runs off a slightly different currency, so it's a slightly different card. Matter of fact, I've got enough to pull. And so this one has a different character pool. It just doesn't have these limited 5-star characters in it. And so why don't we do a pull? I actually love this pull animation, if you haven't seen it. Do you think we'll get this for global? Yes, we will get it for global. They've already announced as much. They have not announced the when, but it was, I think, the Billy event later. It was late last year. They talked about both global and consoles. So it should be coming to consoles. I don't know that they specified which ones, or that will happen right away. But they mentioned global, and then shortly after, they did a beta test in Japan. I want to say early January maybe. And something we found, not me, I didn't do this personally. Something that was found in the beta kind of data mining is they already have the languages for global in there. So they had, you know, like I think maybe German, English, French, Japanese, a whole bunch of other ones. I'm not gonna remember them all. And soon, I want to say mid-April, it's either April 12th or April 24th, something like that, is the 1 year anniversary for China. My guess is either A, it'll come out around that time, or B, that's when the announcement will happen. That makes the most sense to me. I was hoping it would have been a Game Award announcement. It obviously didn't happen there. So yes, it's they have talked about it coming to global. I don't think that's at risk. It's more a matter of when, and hopefully soon. By the way, on these pulls, if you didn't notice, you get a bunch of these 2-star personas, which you can use for fusion, etc., skill transference, all that good stuff. And then if you do a 10 pull, you're guaranteed at least 1 4-star. So when this does hit global, make sure that you always wait for a 10 pull, unless you're like a couple away from pity, and then that's when you might use your singles. But I already have her, so I can use her as a duplicate. You also get currency that you can use in a shop that's specific to these pull kind of things. Matter of fact, I have enough for 1 more. Let's do it. I don't think I'm close to pity on this banner yet. You can tell because it'll be like a rainbow color. So I'll sign this off. And when she looks at it, it'll be rainbow. That's a 4-star. And then it'll have like the character cut like with her eyes. It's actually really cool. I like it. But yeah, so this is how Shari'a emote's coming to global. This weekend, I prepped 18 or 20 thumbnails for the game. I have every intention. I've told you guys this from the beginning. He's a really good fire guy. I have every intention of covering this from a guide. And to the extent that I can, we'll do character guides. Now, obviously, if I don't pull them, there's not a ton I can do. I can do it more theoretical, but I can't show. But yeah, I'm actually ramping up and prepping. Wow, that guy was just yelling at me. Prepping for content for you all. So it will come. It will come. Oh, I didn't meet the bonus requirements. I didn't level enough characters. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. These are like dispatch missions. And so you can see that I have a timer on there. And some of them you get extra rewards. That's what this is here. If you have certain requirements, like a level 80 goblin is a phantom thief. Again, this is a translation pack, so you can have some fun with that. But my 80s are probably sitting like, yeah, like Joker's level 80 for me, but he's on that mission, whatever. So those you just kind of keep rolling. Let's see. Cleared out another mission. I've like barely gotten to gameplay. I've just been messing around over here. What do I need for my dailies? Okay, I need to use energy. 1 more action point. Okay. So let's do 1 more city thing. I thought I had the soccer one in there. I guess not. These, yeah, so this means you get like extra rewards, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then you'll see they give you your social stats. And so these go up to level 20, not like the 5, 7, 9, whatever it was for the Persona games. So you can grind these for a very long time. And you'll see at certain ranks, you can do certain things. Like when I hit rank 10 in whatever this one is, Charm, I think, I can level these confidants to rank 11. I get more shopping, things like that. And so like all these have different things you unlock as you go. Oh, I'm glad you'll be watching it, Alex. Hopefully you're playing the game hardcore with me when it comes out. And some of these are side jobs. You'll get money. I don't spend a bunch of it just because, again, this isn't I will get rid of my KR account or stop playing it once global hits. But a lot of what you'll use money for is either certain activities like going to the movies to raise certain stats. Matter of fact, I'll do that. Or before you talk to your confidants, I did not do this earlier. What you should do is buy their gifts, and then it will boost the points you get for the confidant in that particular interaction you're having with them. I'll show you after this. What movie? Let's do Godzilla, or not Godzilla, King Kong over here. So yeah, you can see this cost $1,200 for me to run this one. Alex, what have you been, or Roberto and Alex both? I know Alex, you said you were doing, you just played through Persona and Strikers, but what games are you guys doing right now? Are you still doing SOC? Are you doing something else? There we go. Yeah, see, I just got points for my thing over there. That owl is basically this world's Morgana. It's like a parallel world is the best way I can put it. What did I just get? Oh, my cat gave me something. And that's using energy. That will be done in just a minute here. Is that enough? I need one more. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, confidants. So confidants in this game, you unlock them mostly through quests. So you'll see I have all mine down here except for I haven't unlocked her because I need to finish a certain story to get her, I believe. I haven't done the last part of the newest dungeon, which is where you unlock some of your main characters. But as you go through, you rank these guys up, you get gifts. And so you want to do it. And like I was saying earlier, like for her, for example, you get to unlock new fusions, which you're going to want to do. And then you get some of the more rare materials. You get gems for pulling. So focusing on confidence up to a certain rank, super important. Future Destiny, that's a pull currency. And then if you want to, you can kind of go further, get some of these stickers. You can romance one. Like this one, I'll eventually want to get all the way down to level 20. And then you can do this new thing. I don't know if this will hit global at launch, but you can decide who to prioritize in the day. So for example, during the daytime, you know, whatever this says, I'm prioritizing Merope, and so she will be more likely to appear in that time slot. So really kind of cool feature. You can focus people down. And they all do different things. Like this guy here, he will increase my gun damage. So, you know, you kind of got to go, and I'll make a guide for this, you know, when it comes out in global, when I have translations that probably read a little bit better. You know, certain ones are going to give you more valuable things. Like hers here, it's a new difficulty in the baseball game. If you ever played Persona 5, they've got that batting practice thing. I don't care about this at all, so I'm only leveling her because she's one of the main party members. But again, you get all those rewards, totally worth doing for everybody eventually. I need to do dailies, so let's do that next. And the way I like to prioritize it right now is I'm trying to catch up my characters. 80 is the max. Some personas can go to 99, but your characters go to 80. And you can see like Queen is one of the best characters in the game. I've got her at 80. I've got her weapon fully leveled up. I actually pulled her 5-star. I went hunting for that one. This person here is the best healer in the game. And she's actually someone you can get on the standard banner. So you don't even have to like focus her down on the limited banners. I think, yeah, I still need to do her weapon. But I've been working on, I just finished Joker. So he's 80. He's got his 80 weapon. He's a really good like AoE curse damage dealer. I've been working on Cord. Spoiler alert for a future video. Whenever her limited banner comes up, everybody has to pull her. I may not let you watch my channel if you don't like try to pull for her. Let's see. Alex, nope, gave up most mobile games to save for this game. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, this will be like my mobile game to go to for sure as it comes out. So she is really cool. She's a support unit, and her big gimmick is centered around her making your highlights, which are like your ultimate moves, better. And then she and one of her skills can make one other character just do their highlight. And so like, for example, I mean, it's universally good, but if you put her with Sumire, who is one of the ones I just pulled, I'm working on, her big thing is she can crit on her, apparently I never collected that. She can crit on her highlights, and I think she's the only character that can. And so then you pair her with Cord makes her highlights hit better, and then she can force a highlight, and then she crits on a highlight. It's like insane. So Cord is literally probably the best character in the game in my opinion. I think I got a duplicate for him, so I can rank him up. This game does do the typical duplicate system, by the way, and it doesn't really give you a way to farm shards effectively. So you either pull the duplicates or you don't, and they give you, you know, more power as you do it. Things get better, you get cool effects. Matter of fact, I just made him max level, so that was pretty cool. And I think I got one for Vino too, now that I think about it. Yes. She's another awesome character that you're going to want, by the way. Especially if you have Queen. Those two are like sisters. Like, they have to pair together. They're so good. Alright, so I was working on who? I did Joker earlier. Oh yeah, I was working on Cord. And so Cord, I need to do two things. I need to level her up, and I needed these materials. And so I can go and pull these from one of the daily spots. And I will up my energy, because I used some earlier today. I can use a couple, whatever, doesn't matter. All right, so we'll run this one. And yeah, I'm just throwing like a whole AoE team in here. But here's the thing. Rin, this is the original version of Rin. She enhances curse damage. He does curse damage. The two of them together, epic pair. And then let's put Cord in, because why not? And I probably just want generic attack buffs, and he's got the right weapon on. Yeah, and then we're going to auto battle this. I'm going slow because I'm talking for the sake of streaming, but if you want to know how fast you can get through the dailies, if you're skipping dialogue on those kind of social type missions I did, like the, what's it called, the movie theater, 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, it doesn't really take long, and I'll show you why. When I'm done with this battle, there's a way to choose how many rewards you get from it, which spends your energy. And one of the dailies is to spend energy, so it's like a fast track way to get through it. Sorry, I have the animations on sped up, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Let's, here, I'll slow them down for you. I don't think I've ever actually seen her animation at normal speed, now I think about it. So she increases like your attack and stuff. That is a little too slow, actually. Let's go to 2x speed. All right, yeah, so here you can choose to go up to 5 times whatever you're doing, and so I'll do that. And then I'll get these rewards, and actually I'll run it again because I need more. I don't think... 2, 4, I don't think I'll have enough to convert. Yeah, I'll do it again. We'll just add the stamina at the end. I do love the animations in here too. I had to put my phone in. Oops. Yep, the wrong buttons. Yeah, I think aside from this mobile game, I did try, was it Girls Frontline 2? I played it one night, I think just one, no, maybe 2 nights. And I liked the thought of kind of that XCOM piece to it, but it didn't grab me. I think the dolls, as they call them, it wasn't my speed, it wasn't my thing. And so it didn't pull me in. And then talking to some friends, talking like with Showtime Doctor, you know, he was talking about how a lot of the content is just trivialized by a friend unit, and it just kind of killed it for me. I mean, the graphics were fine or whatever, but yeah, ended up not being for me. The other one I'm still looking at is both NTE and Project Mugen. Those seem to be interesting in like the whole cityscape and the travel that you do around the city and whatnot. And so I may very well, I'll definitely try them. If I like them, I'll cover them, but not to the extent that I'm covering Persona. Yes, I still don't have enough. You can do material swaps, but this is telling me that I don't have enough to do it or actually I had to hit the right button. I do have enough. So you can convert your lower ones to higher ones, your higher ones to lower ones, which is kind of nice. And so I have enough to do that. And so here we go. She is now able to go to 80. And I do have enough XP. I will tell you, you have to be thoughtful about how quickly you level all your characters and which ones you level. Thankfully, there's some you probably will never want to, because after you clear out like mementos and the palaces, you do kind of run scarce on some of these materials until you just don't have other people to build and you can make a backlog. So I'll cover that again when we actually get into the global version. But now she's max level 80, which I needed. And now I'll do her weapon. So level 70 out of 70. I don't know if I have enough. I don't, so I can go challenge. I'm just gonna burn some stamina. I don't really care. I've got plenty of these things. Let's do, I guess I can do 3 right now. And yes, that's the team I want. Yeah, so you kind of want to prioritize when you're leveling your characters. Level first, and you want to kind of focus on a main team. And then you want to do your weapon, then your skills, but the asterisk, the caveat to skills is a lot of your characters you're going to find, you might use mainly 2 of the 3 skills. For example, on I mostly use her from an AoE perspective. I don't use her single target one that much. And so because of the limited resources, I focused on those other skills first. And then as I had more, I started leveling up other things. And then getting the last couple ranks of your skills is super expensive. And so you really just want to push that on the people you're going to use all the time. So, you know, like in this case, a Joker, Cord would be another hit for me. But you do have to be careful on leveling. And then recently, within the last couple months, I want to say, they added a whole new system to the game. Astrologia, something like that. I'll show it to you later. But effectively, it's like the hardest content in the game. And you get special materials to kind of further enhance your characters. It's a really cool system. I haven't delved in it too much, but it and that one, it's super limited. So that one's like only my favorites or the people that, you know, I use all the time will get those. Matter of fact, it's I'll show you on Queen. It's this right here. And so all this is like super rare resources, and it just tremendously increases your character. Like I got an extra 20% offense by leveling that up. This was another attack damage. So these are very, very limited. We have a long ways, probably more than a year before that system hits us. And then the other thing you focus on is cards. So kind of going through it, you've got your levels right here, which is again your character level. That's the most important thing, followed by weapon. Now what's cool on weapon is, so this is her best weapon. This is her 5-star. But notice how it's 80 out of 80. If I were to pick her 4-star and switch into it, I retain the level. So on weapons, let's say early game you have a blue rarity, a baseline rarity, and then later you get the 4-star, you will keep the levels. And then when you get your 5-star, you keep the levels. So you don't have to worry about leveling each individual thing. So that's one cool thing they do about this, which I thought was a really cool idea. These are your skills. And so you'll see, like, I don't have enough materials to get her any higher. And if I did, these would have little exclamation points on them. But she is all about that single target nuke damage, which is this power here. It is stupidly good. And so that was like my top priority as far as getting her stuff up. And then these cards give you additional stats and things like, you know, extra damage bonus, things like that. And these are rare, this top card here, but it gives you like set bonuses and things. And so this is more like level 60 plus is when you focus on this, probably. Yeah, I mean, you'll get lower rarity cards. Like you'll get purples and blues and grays, which I think I've burned for XP mostly, as you go through like mementos and palaces and such. But at level 60, you actually want to start using your stamina to get these things. There's a daily trial you can do for it. But yeah, I mean, that's the 30-second view of leveling characters. So yeah, I'm focused on level, and now for her, I'm focused on her weapon. Did I get enough? Nope. All right, we're going back. I'm gonna finish her weapon today. Let's do another one of these. Like I said, today is a bit of content catch up. So a little bit in characters. I've got some modes I need to do. There's some events that I haven't touched yet. And then you have Velvet Trials that reset every couple weeks and guild bosses that reset every couple weeks. And those are for more rewards and things. And so I do want to go clear those out over the next couple days. Not sure how much of that I can get done in the next couple hours, but definitely something I want to do this week. First things first, we're getting this girl 80-80. I would love to get duplicates on some of these characters, but honestly, I think duplicates past maybe one copy of a character is going to be whale territory. I don't see the income, the economy of pull materials in this game supporting someone going that hard into, you know, 6 versions of every character and every weapon. By the way, you have to pull your weapons. So I am going to mostly pull for characters when this comes out. And in select characters, I will go for the 5-star specifically, like Joker. Joker, by the way, he should be our first banner. Pull him. I'm going to pull him, and I'm going to pull his weapon. I need to look at it again to see if I would actually recommend spending all the resources on that. I'm a Persona 5 simp. I'm pulling his stuff. Let's see if that was enough for her. Cord, where'd you go? Here we go. Oh, wait, get. You also get rewards for leveling people, by the way, which is kind of cool. Was that enough? Yes. Okay, so I can max her out. And do I have enough leveling material? Oh, son of a gun. I'm short on leveling materials. So I can get her to 73 on that. Same thing, I could go back into my dailies to get the rest of these, but I want to do some other content right now. You also get a lot of materials when you're clearing palaces and mementos. And so, again, if you're starting the game brand new, there's a much better strategy than what I am doing. The reason I'm doing it this way is I kind of consider this account my test account, if you will. And especially when I first started, like the first couple months I was playing this, I focused heavily on just testing random stuff, and it was not efficient. The good news is I do know how to be efficient, and so I can teach you and everybody else how to be far more efficient than what I'm doing here. I did just get some more weapon material there, so I'm actually going to throw that on her really quick. I love that this has a PC version. It makes my life so much nicer. When I was doing the beta test for that Marvel game, I was doing it on my phone, and so I had to run that through my capture card. It was so cumbersome. We cleared out some more events. Event things. Ah, yes, my doggy. So he should be giving me a treasure now. Let's see what he does. Yep, here we go. I don't know why, but I get such a kick out of this cat. He has a whole quest line in the game where you have to like find treasure and stuff. It's super fun. Ooh. What is this? I don't know what that item does. Well, it'll tell me if I need to use it somewhere. Just click the easy button there. Thank you. And all of this. Thank you. Okay, so what content do we want to do now? We can go through, we actually probably should do the events. So again, not all this will come with launch, but there's different Velvet Trial stuff. So these first two are, you get these challenges. And so these go down to like level 30, maybe 40. And they're kind of meant to challenge mono teams, mono elements, so like all wind, all psi, all fire, things like that. And as you go through, they get harder. You know, you have to have more teams, things like that. So like this one, you can see team 1, I'd be fighting these guys, so it's bless and lightning. or electric, and then this one's ice, so I'd have to plan my teams around that. And you get, these are super important because you get, let me see where I can see it. Here. You get gems, and then you get all these, you know, nice rewards, whatever, and you get these, and these are used for Wonder to basically build his skills up, or not skills, but like build his attributes up and things like that. And this is where you get them. So I've done some of this. I've neglected a lot of it. This is super important. This is on my catch-up list. I can get those for today. And then the other thing in Velvet Trials, this is what resets every couple weeks. So you have these pretty easy quests here. But then once you finish them, you unlock these two challenges. And then these basically you go for like a high score. And in doing so, you get rankings and you get different rewards. And so you can get pretty far into this pretty easily. I wouldn't worry too hard about it. I think, yes, if you're trying to be top 1%, you're going to be going against whales, whatever. That's just how gacha games go. I don't get too hung up on it. But again, you're going to get all sorts of, you know, rewards and stuff for doing this. So you do want to do this every 2 weeks. But that's like the Velvet Room stuff. And then this is that new mode I told you about that's like more hardcore. And on this one, it limits how many times you can use your team members to get through here. And on top of that, yeah, see, I was like using this team earlier, just messing around. They have extra conditions. And so like in this one, I want to say this is single target, if I remember the condition right. So again, once translations come out, or these are translated, but once it's in global, it'll make more sense. But this means that my my single target characters, I believe, do 30% more damage. So you'd want to build a team around single target, knowing that further challenges are harder. And so, you know, if I look at this, level 66, level 72, level 80, level 82. And so I don't want to use like my top gun, you know, in the very first, you know, mission down here. But this is how you get those special materials for that more rare character path that they just added a few months ago. Again, not something I think you'll see at launch. You have some other cool stuff too. I won't talk about Heart Rail right now because I don't feel like dealing with it. This is your guild battles. Same thing as a score-based thing. You're trying to get as many points as you can, and you get rewards for it. You also get those harder to find cards. Those, you have the 4 cards at the bottom, the one at the top. So definitely something to do. I'll do this week later. So that's that stuff. But I think for me, I don't think they added mementos areas, did they? Oh, maybe they did. So they added some mementos. Mementos has many different areas. This is just like P5. You go around, you get your materials and stuff. Where? I just want to check. I clearly missed this came out with a new update. So they added the second half of the final palace. And so now you can take on the palace ruler. And it looks like they also added mementos. I've already cleared out this whole section, so I've just kind of left this sitting. So let's check it out. Yes, the owl turns into a car, just like Morgana turns into a car. Sweet, 2 new areas. I don't even know what team lineup I have. Let me check it really quick, because I probably need to make something better about it. Yes, okay, so let us... let's just see. I don't even know how I have in here right now, but we'll find out. Honestly, I love mementos. Some people might find it to be repetitive in a way, but this is one of those modes where I can kind of just chill. I'll vibe out on some music and just kind of run through. Some of the stuff they put in mementos, oops, is dumb, honestly. But then, like, you can do stuff like this where if you're over leveled enough, you can just go through and plow through all but the challenging enemies. And the whole point is to collect these little tickets that you see me doing right now, right? This guy you have to beat because he's got a chest right there. And then you can level up that mementos that you're kind of sitting in. Okay, so I'm using... Oh, nice, I'm using Queen right now. I should probably switch to AoE action now I think about it. But You get rewards for doing it. You get a lot of materials and mementos, and again, you can just kind of zoom around, playing around. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. The palaces, I would say, are mostly good. The thing I don't like about the palaces is their, I guess, puzzles, if you will, are terrible. If I have a criticism about palaces, it is absolutely that they are. Oops, sorry, I just had to switch over to my chat. That they are just not well thought out when it comes to the puzzles. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to give something else to do other than just run around and punch a bad guy. But most of the time, you're just going to click random buttons and get through the puzzle. And to emphasize this, I never waited for the translations, I think, for any of the puzzles in any of the palaces. I just walked in and said, oh, cool, I'm going to click this thing until the fire thing turns around. And oh, look, it did what I wanted it to do. And I think there was maybe one time I got stuck on kind of a puzzle, and it was because it was an enemy. And to unlock the chest, you had to do a very specific thing. I really should have brought a different team for this part. And I couldn't understand what I was supposed to do for the translations, and I ended up having to go to Discord, and like there was a guide for it or whatever, and so I just followed that. But that was, I think, the only real time I kind of sat back stumped. And they even go as far as to like give you the answer of the puzzle you're solving on the same floor of the palace, and they use it for the whole floor, and then the next floor they give you the next piece. And so it's, I don't know, in the next palace they make, I hope they think either A, to get rid of the puzzles altogether and just scrap the idea, or B, do something better. To be generic and not even know what they call that. All right, I need to take this off loud if they're not going to kill her. I'll do that anyways. Let us... well, I'll keep her for now. Whatever. Joker is an AoE person. He would have been a better pick for that particular fight or whatever. But I'm also just kind of letting it run through. Because it also lets me talk to you all. And then I don't have to think. I can just go through it. Alex, Roberto, I'm not sure if you're still in the chat, but if you are, what do you think about the gameplay that you see so far for P5X? Let's see, where am I needing to go? Left, right, straight. Oh, next left, next left. Or, if there's a different viewer in here that hasn't talked in chat yet, that I just haven't had a chance to say hello to, tell me what you think about it. Or maybe you already play, and if you play it on one different service, let me know. Okay, I need to go turn that off somewhere. Yeah, see, this is where you trade in your ticket things. She's like the shopkeeper in this game. Oh, also you get your protagonist XP. So you can see I'm getting close to 80. Haven't quite hit it yet, but... thank you. Click on that so I can teleport. Anything? Nope. Oh, that one's locked. Feels like feels like I could maybe speak. Feels like Persona 5. It really does. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of things that people can critique on and whatnot with it being a mobile game and a gacha game and stuff like that. But, I mean, considering I'm basically forced to be free to play right now, I'll tell you that even as a free to play game, it's fine. I really enjoy it. And I don't think you have to pay a dime to do all the content in this game. Not at all. I mean, obviously, if you are wailing out again and you're spending whatever it takes to get the, 6 leveled up, or the A6 version of both the character and the weapon, yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be easier. And, you're going to trivialize so much content. What does this guy got? Fire guys. You know what? I'm gonna do the dumb thing and just go in with on, or not on, Queen. So yeah, I mean, you could sit back and say that, you know, if you want to be the best, you got to feed into the gacha mechanics. But I haven't spent a dime. I've gotten pretty much all the characters I really want, and I'm fine. Like I'm happy. So I think people will be very, very surprised at how much you can do and enjoy in this game without spending a single dime. That said, I will be spending money in global. My intent is to get the battle pass, the monthly whatever they want to call it. I'll definitely get that. I may end up buying a couple of whatever the special let me see, I need to do this. I'll do a couple of whatever the special packs are that are of good value, things like that. I'm not going to go like whale territory or anything of that nature, but God, it's so hard for me to talk and think about my moves at the same time. But yeah, I mean, if you want to go in the game free to play and just enjoy it for Persona, it's got all the makings of it. You've got the story, you've got the palaces, you've got mementos, character growth, you've got the whole, you know, fusing personas, all that stuff. So everything that you would anticipate being Persona, you've got it. And I would say too, what's neat is the way that you build your teams is an evolution from Persona 5. There's more strategy to it. There's more things they can do and synergize with each other. So like, for example, Vino is putting on debuffs, which allows Queen to do technicals. And then this move I'm about to do here, what this does is it allows more damage from her nuke attacks, which is effectively what she does. I'm going to hold my thing here for a second. Let's buff Queen. And then, did I not? She doesn't have her, she has like an alt ability. I'll show you. It's what makes her do all of her damage. I mean, not that that wasn't a ton. That was like 73,000, which is a very, very good amount. But not anywhere near what she can actually do, which is crazy. But yeah, absolutely, if you like Persona, I think, specifically Persona 5, I think you'll like this game. I want to say, too, their next collab, because the collaboration they're in right now is P5R, so they did Sumire, they've got Akechi coming. They've already kind of shown him and whatnot. The next one seems to be Persona 3 Reload. So if you like Persona 3, you should be seeing characters in the somewhat near future in this version coming out, which I think will be pretty cool. I actually just finished P3R, I don't know, a couple months ago. Really enjoyed it. This is the first time I played Persona 3. Yeah, see, she's putting all sorts of like status effects on him, which is great. I've not done Rebellion yet. Rebellion, this is to buffer crit. Your Wonder, by the way, you're basically going to use as a supporter. Here we go. So this is what gives her more damage. Can I hurt him? Immunity to instant death, but I just want to make sure I can actually target and attack him. Yeah, so now I think that's even resist right there. That was with it being resisted. She is just insane. I love her DPS. She will be the other like initial big pull that I go for when this again hits global. They did a special banner recently, which is how I got like her and Cord and Joker, which was you could choose 3 characters to buff the pull rate on, and I hadn't really done much in the way of pulling before then, and so I just basically focused those 3 down. Then I went and got their weapons, and I couldn't have been happier. It was such a good idea. They have a lot of ailments. What is... No, I'll do hers. It's time to rebuff that. The people that I see do really well at like the top end challenges in this game are the ones that really understand the turn order of things, and they'll do what's called like speed tuning, right? And speed tuning is you alter or you focus on the speed stat for specific characters through like their cards and things like that. And so that like your big buffers are going first, like whoever your big DPS is, you want them last. Because I want, for example, Vino coming in and doing, you know, these modems here. I was gonna say Joker. I want Wonder to buff her, and then I want her to go. So then she has the most damage potential. And then you have like debuffers and stuff like that. Oh my god, she just like laid him out. I don't really need to do the heal yet. Let's take these guys out. That was dumb. That guy was actually weak side. I should have just hit him. I wasn't paying attention. And when you play, if you're not streaming like I am, and worried about copyright infringement, the music is fantastic. It's Persona, first of all, so you've got all those. And there's even in one of the menus, you can choose, when you're like kind of out and about in the world, you can choose what tracks play. So I can say at night, if it's raining, I want Behind the Mask. Or if it's the daytime, I want XYZ, right? And so they let you do kind of cool stuff like that too, which is nice. Does she still have that on? Guardian increase. She needs. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, she needs Tarakacha back on. So basically, my whole team is built around making her do damage. You. Ah, almost killed him. And she's got one turn, so I'll save it. Poor guy. Actually, when I get to my next Memento save place, I need to check my events. I'm all over here like, I've got to do my events, and I totally didn't even think about checking what I need to do for them. That's kind of dumb, because those have like limited rewards, and I definitely want to get those. So that means Rebellion's up. There we go. So her super mode is ready again, and she is going to lay into our friend right here. So close. Dude's got like 2 health left. What the heck? You know what? Let's just finish him off. Apparently there's some crazy shenanigans going on right now. Maybe I wasn't supposed to kill him first. Clearly I didn't read anything, so there's that. Oh, are we all dazed? Well. Oh, okay. Apparently he did not like me picking on his friend. that went down. That's okay. Still beat him either way. Alright, let's get that, and then... Did I miss one? Yeah, I missed one. Where do I need to go? Oops. I always do that. I hit the wrong key for the map like all the time. Let's go down to the left. We'll clear out this section, then I'm going to go check the events. See what I need to get done on those. And you can see I'm getting a bunch of like items, like all this stuff you're seeing on the left. Oh, this guy you chase down, and then you can expose him and hit him. All those are materials for one type of leveling or another. This will turn off the fans, probably from that section I couldn't get to earlier, would be my guess. which way? To the right, then to the left. Okay. Or maybe just turn off these ones. I have no idea. We'll find out. And they do like hidden passages and stuff, but they make them like super obvious. Like it's probably amazingly hard to not find everything you need. Occasionally you might have like a fight that has an extra challenging element. Like one, you had to keep people from fighting. What do I need to do here? You had to keep characters from taking the health of like this main persona, and that's how you beat it. So you didn't want to come in and just like blast people. Picturing Dan DeVito with his like, and then I started blasting. There we go. And then I want to buff my team. Let's... Can I kill her? Alright, and now I actually do need to heal. She does have the 2, which is nice because this means it'll heal everybody. On the health bars, those extra blue lines are like shields, by the way. And there's even some characters, like, I don't have them, but Cherish comes to mind. And his whole thing is like giving you a bunch of shields or whatever. And so you can go without healers. There's only been a couple characters that I have come across that do what I would call true damage, which is it just goes through your defenses, and regardless of your shield status, it will absolutely yeah, let's do that. It will absolutely go straight to your health bar. So aside from the couple times I've come across that, it is, from what I can tell at least, a valid strategy to just say, you know what, I'm going to focus on a shield bot and not worry about the health healing aspect of it. Or at least it hasn't gotten me in any trouble. She's absolutely my favorite character. Let's take... Yeah, let's take you down. I don't want you healing anything. And then you can do this. This game definitely does give that addictive, I want to play, you know, a few more minutes kind of aspect too, which I'm not mad about. Showtime Doctor was playing it for a while too, and then I think something happened with, he was playing maybe the Chinese server, I can't remember, and then he couldn't get back to it or something, but he was enjoying it as well. I know that he plans on playing it when it hits global too. I'm not sure how much content he's planning or not planning, it just depends, but hopefully he's in there creating stuff with me. I think the real question now is, when will they announce Persona 6? How long has it been, like 8 years or something like that since Persona 5 or Persona 5R came out? Has it been that long? I certainly feel like it's been a significant amount of time. And as much as I love all these spin-offs, I am curious what the next mainline entry will do before it gets its inevitable 43 spin-offs. Okay, that unlocks that door. And let me go back to that other room where I had that wind tunnel and see if I can get through it now. I will come back to you. Where was it? Was it down here? Yes. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I didn't realize that middle fan was never spinning to begin with. I went to the right first, and I could have just done that the whole time. Oh, not that. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so they're alternating turning off. Yeah, I totally didn't notice that before. Come on, I'm like an inch. There we go. Let's cash in. and then go check events. But yeah, you definitely want to do this stuff because again, so much materials. This is where you get stuff to level up. You can see like my rider levels going up, and I get protagonist XP when I do this kind of stuff. And now, let's check what we have to do for events, because I've done like none of this. And they add this stuff with like every new update. So this is all stuff like go through the new dungeon. This is talking about memento stuff. And then they have like a bunch of these. And so Otherworld, I want to say, is the palace stuff. This is not translating fast enough, but I've done 20. Oh, there it is. Reach rider level 28. So I was just, what did I say, 26 or 27. So I'm getting close to that one. But when these come out, when these events come out, you obviously want to get all these rewards. So these are great to focus on. And ones like this sells another 20 days. If I just clear out the new dungeon and clear out mementos, that probably is all of this. And if it's not, it's a lot of it. It'll be most of it. And then as you get those rewards, you get all sorts of, good stuff like this. These are important because this will save you from having to pay for some of these personas, not pay with cash, pay with in-game materials. I mean, but what is limited? 13 days, 13 days. This is just come in and collect. That's a whatever. This is daily. 13 days. Okay, so these ones are cool. When they do character banners, you can do this here and you get to trial the character in a fight they set up for you and you get rewards. Kind of typical gacha stuff, but it's nice because then you get that steady influx of in-game currency to pull with. This is just like link your account to stuff. I wish they'd get rid of this. I've already done it all. The fireworks, I think, yeah, this is one of the things I needed to work on. Blah, 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 Lunar New Year. I might have missed one of the other things I need to get done. What is this? I don't know what this is. Sure. Well, you look at the only one I can do, so, and that didn't seem to do anything. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. I think this is a mini shooting game. I think I saw this on YouTube or something. Let's play. All right. Let's see how fast this translates. Or am I just going to go in blind? It looks like I shoot stuff. Bullseye gives you points. I have so many shots. Each stage has multiple waves. Cool. This translator thing, whoever built this or whoever's did this is freaking amazing. 400 combos or more. All right, cool. Let's wing it. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Oh, wait. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I need to like get my Sinden ones from my Time Crisis cabinet and like do this the hardcore way. Back up and like what's the name of the game? It reminds me of Point Blank. Oh, I almost got the 260. Okay. Now we know what we're doing. We're dangerous. It's kind of fun. If a bit easy. This is probably a lot harder if you're on like a controller. Although I bet on a touch screen it's even easier. Oh. Had to reload. Like machine gun over here. Oh, I was doing so good. Oof, 880. What do you think about that? There's probably someone out there that's getting like 10,000. Do I need to do more than that? Okay, stage 2. Oh, there's a lot of stages. And then what are my rewards for this? Stage 3 for... Okay, so this is... Go through the stages. What is this item for? Is there a shop for it? Usually that means there's a shop. I don't know what any of that is. Okay. Get a capsule. What does this quest want me to do? Complete. Okay, so this is a bunch of missions to do. There was one, and maybe it ended. But there was one to light fireworks. I did one of them. But I don't care about badges. Spoiler alert, like, I am not one to collect badges at all. I've just never really cared either way. I don't know what these tax money things are supposed to do either still. Let's do another stage. Let's see. Doc, what's up, man? I was talking about you earlier. I know you're interested in playing this when it hits global. Are you going to do content for it? Or have you made up your mind? Ah. Wow, doesn't care about badges. I'm out of here. Yep. I'm a scrub, man. I'm a scrub. I need like an auto clicker. This is actually hurting my finger. Reload, come on. Oh, I ran out of bullets. Oh yeah, you, me, and Doe. You, Joe, and Doe and I doing videos on this? Absolutely, man. I wish they had like a really good multiplayer mode in this. Like something where you could... What the heck? Sorry. Where you could... Alright, how am I getting crits on those guys? Where you could, like, I don't know, each control one character and try to get, like, really good about it. This is interesting. I wonder if I get, like, crits after hitting that tall statue, dude. Oh. Reload. Oh, he's becoming that, and then you hit each one. Okay. I get it. Reading would be helpful if I did it. This kind of goes back to my dungeon comment earlier, though. Like, the puzzles are, like, of this vein where, like, you really don't have to read. Like, you can just figure it out as you go, and you're fine. Oof. Reload! You would never know that I'm playing Persona right now if you just walked into the stream, but I actually am. And we'll go back to more Persona content after these messages. Reload, come on. Okay. Level up. What does that do for me? If everyone controlled one character in a mode, it would be fun. Oh, yeah. So you said I have spare time in March or April. Yes. More towards... actually, I don't know which one would be better. I have to think about that one. I think the kids have a school break in March. Let's go buy some capsules. And I will probably take a couple days off with them then. I don't know if we'll do anything, so I'll have to tell you on the side. But in April, I don't know why I wouldn't be able to take a couple days off. I have certain payroll dates that I'm not allowed to take off. Well, that's harsh. I can do it if I want to. It's just really not smart. But you and I can link up on the side. We'll talk about some dates that work. Oh, 3 people that want to come. Heck yeah, dude. Party time. I'm going to get these. This is, okay, so something you may or may not know about me is I love like little gacha things like this in real life. Like the mall that's near me has these things, and I'll absolutely spend a few bucks on them. And so they have it in here where you can get these guys, and you can display them in your house. And then they always have like on events when they do new things like this. And I like to come and grab them. I love this kind of stuff. It's so cool. Probably not for everybody, I get it, but it's for me for sure. You're spending a week? Nice, nice. Yeah, let's talk on Discord. We'll get a little bit more specific about the wares and stuff. Oh, if you like Japanese restaurants, it's a little bit pricey, but there's one out here that is like so good. You can get like hot pots and stuff there. It's, oh man, it's absolutely amazing. Did I get that mission done? Oh my god, there's even more stuff. I don't know what just happened. I was trying to clear one mission and opened up a bunch of other stuff in my events here. All right, talk to me so I can skip through your dialogue because I will worry about that in global. Sure, that option. I could wait for this all to translate. I was telling people earlier, but I'm not going to. This is your house, by the way. Your parents are somewhere else. I don't know. I think they're traveling or something like that. I did read through like the first 2 palaces and I'm like, it's taking too long to translate. And you have like the workbench like you have in Persona 5, things like that. So they have like a lot of those same or exactly same elements in here. You can make like infiltration tools and stuff. You have to make some keys for chests in the palaces and things like that. I don't have a Discord server, Alex. Showtime, Doc, and I are just friends on Discord. Feel free to friend me. I don't mind. Same name. You can find me under 16-Bit Bear in Discord as well. I've thought about opening a Discord, and maybe I will when Persona launches. I didn't want to open it and then not be present because I feel like that would be kind of useless to everybody. But I've thought about making a 16-Bit Bear server, and then we talk about all this kind of fun stuff in there. I can throw guides in there and all sorts of good things. I know. It's like the center of every Persona game is we don't want our child. Like either send them somewhere or we're going to abandon them. And, you know, good luck for the next year. Hope you don't fail high school. Like, so events, by the way, especially if they're character driven, they add all this stuff. So they add all this extra backstory and things. It's actually pretty well fleshed out. So if you're into story, it's definitely worth the watch, the read, everything else. And the palaces, so far, each one has been better than the one before, and the story has only gotten better. I'm really excited to see. They talked in a developer chat the other day. It was posted on Discord about the next kind of content updates and stuff, and it sounds like the new palace, whatever they're making, is going to be really epic. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, Alex, feel free. Feel free to send me a friend thing. Yeah, growing tired of amnesia or family doesn't exist, any type of stories. I think the thing I liked about Persona 5, and to a lesser extent, I mean, I love Persona 4, but to a lesser extent in terms of the way they handled it, is at least in Persona 5, God, his name's escaping me. The coffee shop owner that you're staying with, the Sojiro. At least he's a little bit like, what the F, dude? Like, he's actually kind of parental. Now, does he go sneaking around every night and doing his own gig? Sure, and that leaves you plenty of time to infiltrate. But he seemed far more parental. Dojima, I think, was to a lesser extent. And then P3R, that's the best one because they're just like in a dorm by themselves as teenagers. And it's like, come on. I respect stories that can write a competent family. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yes. Sure. Yes, Ren, I told her whatever I said there. Hopefully it was appropriate. I'm trying to think of a good game with like a family kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. He actually taught you stuff. Yeah. And he felt like he kind of grew with you through the story, which I thought was nice. But always felt like that kind of. He definitely had that parental vibe. Sojiro, that is. I'm trying to think of role playing games where they have like a good emphasis on family. I mean, because I can think of like 100 role playing games where it's like you're adult, so it's not the same kind of concept. Like, you know, half the Final Fantasies, for example. Although even them, Final Fantasy IV is a great example of kids running around, turning themselves to stone. I'd be curious, can anyone think of an RPG where the main protagonist is in this kind of age group, right? So they should have a parental figure, and they do. And they don't have amnesia. Because, yes, I think amnesia, to your point, Doc, might be one of my least favorite RPG tropes or video game tropes to begin with. Like, I don't need you to forget who you are. I would love for you to wake up and already know that you're like the epic boss slayer 3000. Like, that's fine with me. I can deal with that. My God, this story is long. But this is what I mean. Like, they actually flesh this stuff out. So if you like that kind of content from Persona, and honestly, if you play Persona and you don't like anything about social links and the life sim, then I'm not sure why you're playing Persona. They have it in spades here. I had no idea this was going to take me to this long of a story, though. This is the kind of stuff I usually would do on the side. And I'm totally guilty, by the way, of the first couple, oh, not the first month, but like after that, I would do the side quest and I would just leave it on auto, and my work computer's behind me, and I would just work throughout the day, and every once in a while I'd swing over, click the next side content, and it would just do this for me. But like I said, this account was meant to be more of a test account, so I wasn't worried about like the full-on experience of all the story. Rather than, if they have to slowly discover who they are, or that they're rare, rather than be someone interesting who grows already. Yeah, I get that they do that. But I think even then, and not that I'm like some epic writer, but I've always had in the back of my mind like some different kind of ways to do story beats on the stuff like this. Like, let's say you're taking a character who's meant to save the world or whatever, and they're already that total epic badass, right? And they're not having to like unearth some incredible power to get there. I think what that does is it just changes the way you have to write the story beats to where it's more of an internal struggle, or it's more of a the journey itself is more complicated, more to consider, things like that. I'm trying to think of like a good example. The first one that came to mind actually is one that has a character with amnesia, now that I think about it. What's a good example of that? I'm trying to think of like what games you're already kind of ultra powerful in. Final Fantasy 13 actually comes to mind because you start off the very first opening scene, you're lightning and you're going through like a train. And that first cutscene is just her just wrecking face, right? Like she's just destroying stuff. And from the start of the game all the way to the end of the first game, like you're not really realizing significantly more power. I mean, yes, you get like more powerful spells, but I mean, in the narrative of the story, it's more about that journey. Love it or hate the game, it's one of my favorites from Final Fantasy, but it really is about that, the character interaction between her and the different party members and the external, forces from the world. And so I think that really kind of places more emphasis on their growth, and they didn't have to make her anything more. Now, obviously, if you've played the trilogy in part 2, she gets the Dragon Ball power up, right? And then part 3 is just even farther beyond that. But at least for the contents of that specific game, I think they did a good job of not like giving her some unnatural reason to be like weaker and then she gets stronger later. I guess the Persona games, I think about it, like if you think P5, the main protagonist, he obviously awakens to, the wild card, right? And he can pull all the personas. I do like the way that power scales because throughout the whole game, he's still just a high schooler. And as it goes along, if you think about it, his power is in the bonds. That's the whole point of, Persona games. You're building your social links, you're building your bonds or whatever. And that gives him the strength to summon stronger personas. I like, from that concept, how they do it. Tactics, yeah, man. Tactics, easily top 5 game. Easily top 5. Fight most of your family, yeah. You weren't super strong at the beginning. I love the opening of Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm not sure who else is in chat at the moment, but if you've played Tactics and you know the story, tell me if you agree with me. But that, especially in War of the Lions version, that opening with the church and how it spirals in, and then was it Gefgarian, I think it takes, is it Alma? Takes her away. Like, that whole scene, it just worked. It worked really well. Yeah, you're trying to honor the Bill family name. What I like too is like he eventually, Ramza gets to the point that he's less concerned about it from the, I guess, political standpoint and more about he definitely makes the left-hand turn and says, I just want to do what's right. And then you have got Delita, and hey, listen, if I'm spoiling something for anyone in chat, I'm sorry. The game is old though, to be fair. Delita went the other way. Man, his sister got blown up and his mind just snapped clearly. And I'm not sure if they ever clarified it with the ending, but what an ending. Like what happened, I guess I won't say the twist at the end, but like what happened there, I'm like, oh, was not expecting that. That game needs a remake. Like, I'm trying to think of what style. Do you keep it more of that 2D HD look, which they did for Triangle Strategy? I think that graphically would look super impressive. Or do you come at it from a whole nother approach? I think the retro nostalgia in me would want it to look something akin to a Triangle Strategy. But I'd be curious if there's like just something else they could do that I'm not expecting. But if they were to expand that and really expand the job system, smooth out some of the job point progression, add some more challenges, like I want it to be similar and carry the same similar kind of story beats, but they could expand that Zodiac system more. I think that game would be amazing if it was remade well. Yeah, exactly, Doctor. Yeah, he definitely got into the political side of the game more than others. And I get his motivation to do so, but him and Ramza could not have been friends after the ending of that. An emoji, don't care. Did I do it all? Or is there still more story? I'm just going to clear this out. I'm already in here. The other game from a Final Fantasy franchise that I hear rumor, I'm not sure how true this is, of getting a remake that I would love to see is Final Fantasy IX. That game Still one of my all-time favorites. Just absolutely adore the story of that one. It's one that I pick up every few years or so and just do another playthrough on. Matter of fact, I'll probably do. I don't think I've played it in like 3 years. But that one would be so good if it was like remastered into... I still want a same cartoony kind of art style, but something new. Oh, they're giving me her to use. By the way, this is what I meant about speed. First, second, third, first. Oh, they're giving me the character outfit. So this outfit you can pull for. I have not pulled it, but yeah, it's so cool. Well, let's see. If it's going to give me her... Defeat all 50% or more teammates lived when clear at least with a 3 female team. So she's fire. So actually, I'm going to bring On in. And I'll keep a healer. I'm going to go with an attack boost. Thunder God Sid. Oh, man. He's just OP to be OP. He is so broken. But yeah, if they had like a backstory for why he is basically the strongest character to ever live in any video game ever, like that would be incredible. All right, what personas did they give me? Well, let's just roll with it. There's been times I've played tactics and gave myself rules, like I couldn't use any of the story characters, particularly TG Sid, because it's so easy to... so the Elf Burn. I want to increase my damage. I'll do a move on the next one. It's so easy to trivialize so many fights. And I still think built well. Agrius is a house. Agrius can get it done. I do love her moves. They're so cool looking. I don't know if these characters are going to live to make it to a round 2, but I want to see her sword move in a second here. Damn. She just did some damage. Put it on her. Always want to see more about why they were trying to kill him when you meet him. Yeah. They had some really fun ways to get side characters too. Like you could get Cloud, and I think you got his Buster Sword at a volcano. You could get Bosch from Final Fantasy XII, which is an underrated game, by the way. I love Final Fantasy XII as well. There were some other ones, and I can't think of who they are now. The only thing that I didn't like, and this is everybody's complaint about tactics, is you could absolutely brick yourself in that game. Was it the Wygrief fight? Where he transforms with the stone, and if you just weren't built well enough, like, you were just stuck, and there was no way to, like, revert your save or anything like that. Actually, you know what? I am going to do this because I want Rin to go again. Just because I want to see her move. Yeah, see, she has an alt kind of like Queen does, which is cool. And then let's do this. This isn't the optimal rotation for her, but how clean is that? That's so cool. Sweet. So I got all those conditions met. Need at least 2 male teammates. Alright, so who do we want to bring? Let's bring... I don't think I have... Well, so Ki helps with fire. And let's bring Soy. That's fine. Ki, which is this guy right here, goes really well with On. Those two are like such a compliment, and you'll get them early in the game, depending on how you do your pulls. And then let's do this. Get a little shield action going. I also would love to see Persona 4. I almost want to wait until after Persona 6, but a remake in whatever the newest style graphics would be for it. Actually, how do I want to do this with him? No one has burn on, so I really do need to do it this way. And then let's do you. Damn, just hitting so much harder. And yeah, you know what? This will end it, but nothing I can do about that. Not gonna get a one more anyways. Oh, but this could get me burning on everybody, I think. He's a cool character too. I like him. Yeah, so everyone's burning now, which is good. And then this is what increases my crit, yes. But I think it's this that enables my skill 3. So what you want to do is get this going, get her crit on, and then do your sword move, and then you're like fully buffed. And obviously, if this was like a personally built team, an optimized team, you'd be buffing her with, not Joker, with Wonder and stuff like that too. Burn. Let's throw on a shield. And this move will decrease their defense too. So that's nice on Soy. And they do not have defense down. Let's drop that on them. Oh, I thought that was the multi-target one. That was dumb. Here we go. I love his, like, he's just like so into his move he's doing. Okay. So now I want to up her crit. So I'm actually going to do this. Damn. Yeah, she's dropping some damage. Yeah, and with key, like, so when you first start the game, there's like a beginner banner. And if you get all the way to pity on it, which I think was maybe 5 multis, maybe 4, something like that, you get to pick either Ryuji, An, or Morgana. I had picked Morgana, which is not a bad decision, by the way. Actually, I want to hold off on that. I had picked Morgana, and I used him as a healer for a bit until I pulled Marion, and later got on, not realizing how good An really is at the start. And I will tell you that whenever this hits global, my recommendation for everybody is to get An first. She can do really good damage, especially if you pair her with him, because he'll enable the burning, which then she gets more damage from. And she does burning damage, which means that the enemy takes a certain percentage of damage. I thought she would still have her sword. Oh, and then I click it while I was thinking. That was about as dumb as it gets, friends. Total misplay there. I was thinking and clicking at the same time. But a lot of bosses you shouldn't be able to beat because they're a higher level. You can kind of cheese out with An. And she just does good damage on her own, right? And it hasn't been until this character who just came out, she's the newest banner, that we had an AoE fire damage dealer that did better than An. So, I mean, I basically ran her all the way through all the dungeons. And it wasn't until I needed single target with Queen here that I switched her for anyone else. So, absolute stellar unit. Clear with only fire or blessing teammates. Everyone in line. No insane monsters at the end of battle. No insane monsters. I wonder what they mean by that. Alright, so speaking of An, now she'll be better if people are burning, and I don't have a great burner for this. Fire or bless. She does bless. I don't know what that insane means. So that's going to be interesting. I don't need... Let's do this. Oh, these guys. These guys can be a pain sometimes. So let's actually think about this. What what else do they have on here? Telekinetic, fire. Let's go with. Let's go with revolution. So with on, you'll see this little fire thing eventually, but her first skill allows her to do more damage. It's like a damage buff if I remember correctly. And then you launch her third skill when she has that fire and it drops like a meteor on him. It's fantastic. Alright, let's see if we can't get a rotation on this going. And then this move, by the way, gives... Oh, I picked the wrong fire person. I thought she was on the other side. This increases their damage as well as heal, which is why I wanted to throw it on someone early. I just threw it on the wrong person. Burn. Ah, thanks for hitting a crit on me. Yeah, the enemies get one mores as well. I mean, they don't have an all-out attack, which is thankful. I probably should have picked a different navigator. I am saving for Futaba. When Futaba comes out, that's another character that it's like, you must pull. I don't care who you are. You must pull. Our good friend Futaba. She is the best Navi in this game right now. She can insert weakness into characters. So, first of all, she lowers defense. But then, like, let's say you have an enemy with no weakness. You can target your character. So, like, I could target on. And then it will put a buff on. And basically, the enemy then takes weakness damage to that. Or if, like, they resist it, it'll go down a tier, so then it become neutral to it. Or if they were to absorb it, they'd go down to block. But it's effectively just inserting... yeah, see, she has the fire, so this move will do more. It inserts a weakness, which is just absolutely fantastic. You can't really beat that for our navies. Alright, so what I want to do is actually hold that, buff my crit, and then the next round I'm going to do the sword. I think she has to be A1 to hold that sword for 2 turns. Let's go for it. I wonder if she's better if she's in her sword form. I don't know. I'd have to look that one up. Big heals. When you need a healer, you really can't beat that healer. She's so good. Oh, I wonder if they mean that I can't be, like, dazed at the end of the fight. I don't know what that third condition is to get the 3 stars on this one. Okay, we're probably gonna end up killing them before Ren even gets another turn. Yeah. Oh well, not a big deal. Well, whatever I had to do, I did it, so... Connection there. I hope that wasn't on the YouTube as well. Not sure what that blip was. Hey Doc, do you still have me in chat there? I'm not sure if I just lost internet or not, or if it's just a game. Nope, the game came back. Seems okay. Huh, who knows? Stranger things have happened. All right. So I finished a bunch of content. What kind of rewards do I get now? This. Okay, cool. What do I want from the shop? What is the most important? Limited, whatever. Definitely these. Definitely this. All right. Fake car. No, wait, back up. Definitely this. Those are very limited. I probably won't be able to max out constellations before global, so I'm less concerned about that. This is probably good. I should probably just get all this rare stuff to begin with as a priority. I mean, when it comes to actual events when the game launches, you basically just want to clear out the shops. You get blocked so often by lack of materials that it's always valuable, truth be told. And I will say as much when it comes down to the videos. I'll save you 30 minutes of watching me talk and tell you just to buy everything. Obviously go for your pulls and your rare materials first, but otherwise. All right, what else is in here? That was the game I was playing earlier. What is this? Oh, all right, so he's a boss. I have no idea what level he is. So that's for badges. All right, let's figure out what this dude is. Oh, okay, so these. And it was a template. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought happened. I remember you were playing and then you said something about your account. You know, something happened to it or whatever. But, oh, the translator. Yeah, you have to like uninstall it or take like a file out all the time for it. It can be a pain to remember. I screwed up all the time. All right, so this guy here, the way that these work is they give extra conditions on things like, you know, they'll do more damage or, you know, have higher health. And you have kind of two versions. And one is they build it for you. And then you have where you have to try to challenge it yourself. And you have to do it up to a certain level. And then you get more rewards and like the super epic badges. But let's use the recommended lineup because I probably don't have the right characters built. So this is kind of neat too, is when you do that version of it, they can build a team for you. And I'm going to go in here, although I don't think they picked my personas for me. This is a weird lineup that they picked. Because I would pick, if we want fire damage, then we want to lead with a fire persona. And oh, wait, these aren't my personas. Maybe that's why they did this. He has a good debuff. Okay, well, let's try their team. Oh, server connection error. Sure. Well, let's try that again. Yeah, I'll be opening my wallet a little bit for this one too, Doc. Oh, okay. So we got the 4 dudes. She's a newer character as well. But she's in the standard character pool, so you can pull off the standard banner. Into sound content, you really got to get built. Yep, you get stacked. The personas, I think a lot of people are going to mess up on. I think they're going to like not try to create all of them, and you need to level up Wonder. I actually already have a guide plan for it. Okay, I've not used her, and so I don't know her rotation. Reduce target armor. What does Fiery Handshake do? No, my dog just woke up from his nap. What's up, Mo? What are you doing, puppy? Good morning. Well, let's try this. I don't know what this does. But I do know. It looked cool. Yes. Let's continue on the weakness damage here. Alright, what do we have in our deck here? This is a AoE defense debuff. We will be using that. This guy looks cool. Oh, so for you, I'm going to want to be taking down guys who are debuffed. Let's try to wipe these guys out. And then let's get this going. Whatever, Dragon Doggy. I got you. What was that? Oh, I don't have a healer. I'm just realizing their recommended lineup did not provide me with any sort of shield, except for my Navi, and no healer, so this ought to be interesting. Alright. We definitely need this. And then... what was that called? Go Go Woof Woof are you? Okay, I hope they keep that. I hope that's like ends up becoming the official translation. Such a cool move. Let's go. Let's go here and do this. Highlight. Who would be the best highlight here? Oh, okay. So when you beat them, it damages the boss. Got it. This will be a shield. Norn's actually a really good persona. Everyone should be building up when the game comes out. And then... actually, I bet this might kill both. Yes. Exactly. So now the question is he going to summon more, or am I going to be able to hit him in his face? He's thinking, okay, so he is basically down for the count. Intimidate Batty? Okay, whatever. Let's do this. Try to get the other defense debuff on. Yeah, aim. And now she's primed for damage. Granted, not buffed as I would normally do on my teams, but that's okay, because this wrecks face. Oh, didn't do the extras. Why not? And now we'll use Sword on her after she's fully buffed with that crit. What's that, Doc? What sucks? I wish Discord let us watch each other's streams while we streamed. Yeah, there's... I mean, we tried to do it when we did the pull battles, but man, it was not as good. I thought, you know, I wonder, with me having my new computer and you having your new computer, I wonder if we have the power in our PCs to do that. Because I think in theory, you could run a multi-stream off Discord and then stream that from OBS, if I'm not mistaken. And that might be a way. Okay. I want to pull her just for animations. Like, it's like a cartoon character. It's so awesome. Alright, decrease defense. And get back to my techs. Get some technicals. There it is. See how it had like the extra hits? That's what I was expecting. Why was that such a weak hit? We gotta find a program for that to catch multiple streams. Oh, I see what you mean. Think about that. You would have to... Oh, God, I'm not paying attention. Did you just summon more people? Did I not kill him fast enough? Oh, my God. Okay, I was, like, looking at chat. I don't even know what just happened. I don't know what I did there, but clearly nothing good. Okay, let's go here. I think I'm actually in danger now. Fiery handshake. I wish I knew her rotation. I've not really looked into her other than just generic stuff when she came out. What is this gunpowder thing? Maybe I should have actually read the mission, because it also has like this special thing right here, and I have no idea what that does. I guess we'll be finding out soon. It's probably going to blow me up. Yeah, let's use you. You can do it on Twitch. Oh, you're talking about how they do like the stream together? Alright, he's down. We need to try to live through this. Let's get a little shield action going. Hopefully I get my Navi up soon. I think I'm going to do it this way. She does so much damage. And then... God, I hope this kills them. Yes, okay. Oh, wait. I had a shield ready. Let's get that going. Yeah, because, Doc, the only other way I could think to do it is through multi-streaming, through Discord. It's a little clunky, for sure, but I think it's possible, just not optimal. I remember having a lot of trouble trying to even set it up when we were doing our pull battles. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to do it like almost podcast style, like chilling with each other. I even thought about that too, as like a way we could do that. I'll talk to you about it on Discord. But I've got some ideas around that. But I'd only want to do it if we're like consistent with it, which I think you and I could be. I'm not worried about that personally. I don't know if anyone else is still watching. Nice. Okay, I beat it. If you'd like kind of like podcast style content. All right, so I cleared that one. So yeah, you can go through and do each of these. I don't have time to do them all right now. But what rewards did I get? That's... still so much stuff to do here. Stage 10. This is the shooting one. This is good, though. I probably should have started catching up a little bit before today. I don't see... Oh, it's badges. There was a... Maybe it expired already, but there was a way to, like, buy this outfit. Where was it? Was it up here? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so you can get these tickets or spend gems, and then you get a random chance at anything up here, with the outfit being the last. And so I think you technically can get it before the final pull, but chances are you're going to get the final pull. Only want to do it if what? Oh, I was saying, like if we do like joint content, like doing it like on a weekly schedule or bi-weekly or something like that. Like I wouldn't want to do it and then we go dark for like a month. And so it's like people can't plan on it, if that makes sense, which I think you and I would be fine. Cause like we could be like, oh, we do Friday nights or Saturday nights or whatever. And that's probably more of an issue on my side than your side, just knowing everything going on with my life. But yeah, I was going to talk to you once they actually make some announcements. I have another idea that I was going to run by you, but I have to figure a couple things out on it. I think it'd be a fun one though. But like I said, I don't want to give away the idea before I can talk to you about it. So, because I want it to be something like we launch with kind of a thing. Not to what everyone's appetite, but I actually do have plans and thoughts. Stay tuned. And me and Doc, we're buddies. We get on these talks and we just have fun. And we talk in Discord like all the time. So I think we have a good vibe when we get together and do content. By the way, so these, if you want to know how to get dupes without pulling, you have to get these. The problem is you need like 60, I think it is, or something. It's like 40 or 60 of these to make one duplicate. And I'll show you in a second here how many I've gotten in the entire time I've played this. And it's going to blow your mind how much it is. Check out my items here. I have 19. Yep. And like I said, I'm pretty sure you need 60 of them for these. Yeah, 60. So maybe if I didn't take any time away from this game, again, it's not, I didn't play everything optimally, maybe I'd have 24. So if you want duplicates on characters, you're going to have to get it the pulling way. Is the community engagement with each other, you know? I think I'm misreading your sentence there, Doc. I think the one thing the game is missing, community engagement with each other. Oh, I see. You're saying that the community's too separated. We're all bifurcated. You've got one person over here, one person over there doing, oh my God, I just freaked myself out. This is the dumbest thing. So I have two screens. I have my main screen in front of me I'm playing on, and then I have my OBS on a vertical screen next to me. And there's this character that keeps walking past on my screen, and I looked over, and it's my face in my little box, and she walked in front of me, and my brain was like, there's someone behind you, like in real life, and it wasn't. that was the dumbest jump scare I've ever given myself in the most useless way possible. Yeah, no, I think, Doc, I 100% agree with you. And something I've thought about with Gacha content, and maybe to a wider extent, just gaming content in general, is what would make us different? Everybody, I promise you, I could probably name 10 creators that will cover this game the day it comes out. And 7 of those 10 will make content faster than me, because my content schedule to make is basically a couple nights a week right after work for like an hour, and otherwise at like 11 o'clock at night. There's other content creators that don't have the time challenges that I do. And so there's always got to be something that says, I want to watch person A versus person B, because we're all going to make pull guides. We're all going to make what to do on your dailies guides, all the things that you'd expect from Gacha, and it's valuable. And I think some of it is, okay, maybe this person doesn't get this viewer, and maybe I get this viewer that someone else doesn't, or some people like, one viewer's way of speaking more than another, or their editing approach or whatever. But beyond that generic YouTube stuff, because honestly, that stuff, it's just generic YouTube stuff. What do we do different that someone comes to our videos or our live streams or our podcast type stuff or whatever you want to call it, and they say, you know what? That's new. that's engaging. I feel like I'm a part of something, you know, whatever. And I think that's, you know, when you and I talk, that's kind of what I get into. Like, I had so much fun when you and I did a pull battle, and then I think it was Joe jumped in, and Doe ended up in the chat but couldn't get to join the Discord for that moment for whatever reasons, you know, it was, I can't remember. And we were just vibing with the community, and it was the three of us, and we were goofing off, and it was great. And I think about, how do we do that and then bring people along? And that's the part I have ideas about that I'm not ready to like speak, you know, in a live stream about just yet. And I'll talk to you on the side about it maybe in a couple days. But I think there's ways we can engage with that in a way that isn't common or just people aren't really tapping into. And I think if we can do that, it'll just be more fun for the people that want to see our content. And here's the deal. If you guys don't know me, I'm not ever going to be a full-time streamer or a full-time content creator. It's just probably not lucrative enough for me to pay what my family needs. I've made all of $0 on YouTube so far. So when I do this, my main motivation is creativity and community. And so that's the kind of stuff that gets me hyped when I talk to people or when I jump in streams and things like that. Sorry, got all philosophical there. I have a thing where if someone is near me and I don't know, and they start talking, it freaks me out. Oh, for sure, man. I don't know who wouldn't have that thing. One of my kiddos, I shouldn't say kiddo, he's older now. He's actually moved out. So I have kids that old. He's neurodivergent and he doesn't always get all the social cues, which is fine, right? But one of them that he freaks us out on constantly is he will just stand behind you and you don't know he's there. And so then you'll turn around. He's like, oh, my kid's standing behind me. And I can't tell you how many times that has freaked somebody out in my house. And I love him dearly. I wouldn't change it for the world, but it reminds me of your comment there. Did I get enough? No, I've only got 5 there. Okay. I think that's about it for the dailies I can touch today. I checked all these. I still don't know what these red card things are that I got. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I should see if I can level court up anymore. The other thing you get to in this game on occasion is like I can do a random choice for a 4-star. Unfortunately, the ones I have right now don't have the newest, that dog girl character, whatever. I can't think of what her name is. But there are ways to get characters. They're really kind of generous with this kind of stuff. You don't get it all the time, but it's enough to fill in the gaps quite a bit. Does this have the same? Yeah, they don't have added to that one either. And the same thing, you'll get like 4-star weapon boxes, things like that. What was... That's equipment, revelation cards. I'm trying to figure out what that red currency card thing was for the Chinese New Year. It's none of that. None of that. None of this. I can convert that stuff, but I don't care. This. Okay. During the Lunar New Year, you can send or claim tax money in the community or paradise chat channels. Paradise or community chat channels. What is... Oh. Okay. What... Is it this? Yes, do whatever that is. Oh, so you just basically give these away to people. Oh, try harder? The hell does that mean? I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, you were doing that to scare people? That's funny. Greetings. Okay, so I don't know how many of these I have, but I'm just gonna give them away. Let's be let's be one of those people giving stuff away. Oh, cool. Can I get one? Oh, sweet. Okay, so I got one. I don't know. How many of these do I have? It was like 18 or something like that. Boom. Am I out? Oh, I'm out. Is no one touching mine? Mine look like they're still shaking. Wait. Did I just click my own? I have no idea what I'm doing. I blocked. Did they block me? I'm just trying to give you stuff, people. I don't know what's going on. He never says anything but that. Me? Is it human? Do they think I'm a bot? I'm a cat, dude. Get out of here. I'm Morgana. Is it human? No. Absolutely not. I hate Tomoko people. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you want to participate, but you're shy? I get that. I get that for sure. Okay. Well, if no one's going to click on my stuff... Oh, wait. I can do more tomorrow. Okay. Well, I don't know what this chat is doing, so I'm bouncing out of that. Peace out. Okay. Oh, yeah, we were going to check Cord. I was working on her weapon earlier, and I ran out of materials. The best character in the game. Makes your team so powerful. 76. Almost there. Another day or so. I could go to Mementos and clear that out, but I'm not going to right now. What cards do I have on her? Oh, I need to level up her cards. Yes. What card did I give her? Oh, I gave her wealth set. Okay. I will start investing in her. Oh, I don't have to back out to do this. And then this one. Oh, nice. I actually had enough material to do that. Yeah, that's like a super stat boost now. And she needs... I need to read the cards. I don't feel like doing that right now. I need to give her a main card. Yes, and then she'll be pretty well set up. So I just need to do that. I'm not touching her stuff there just yet. Oh, Doc, I did finish Joker today. So I've got his stuff fully maxed out. And I started working on his tree here. Do I have anything else? I don't have enough yet. But yeah, I started working on his constellation stuff. So he's coming along. Alright, but with that, friends, I have been streaming for a little over 2 hours now, and I have not eaten dinner. And so I need to go heat up some stir fry I made. Oh, let me clear these out. It's just giving me stuff. Alright. Oh, I might be able to level up some more. Apparently I did something good because I unlocked a whole bunch of these. This is like a quest log you go through to get, like in this one you can get a free 5-star, their weapon. So these are like something to focus on when you play it for real. I've already cleared the first couple stages. Oh my god. I don't know what I did to open this all up today. Damn. Materials for days, friends. I still have more to do. Oh my god, I even got stuff here. Well, I guess give me one more minute before I say my goodbye, because I want to see if that finishes off her weapon. And apparently I did something for this. Cool. I don't know what. That's the only bad thing about it being translated. Thank you, Alex. You too, Doc, as well. Oh, that's the one character. What am I doing? Cord. Can I? Yes. Apparently that blitz of stuff was what I needed. And so now her weapon's max. So the only thing I have left to do on her is realistically this, which I'll just do another day. Not that worried about it. I just have to go read which ones I want for the effects. And then the rest is just leveling her skills as I can. And I'll do her constellation some other time. Like I want to focus on my DPS for constellations first, which is what I would recommend to you overall, is focus down your main DPS characters before you worry about your support characters when it comes to like those super limited things. But yes, with that, friends, thank you. It was a pleasure seeing you in chat again. I do want to stream more regularly, so I think what I will likely do is play catch up on P5X on stream. Maybe I'll pop in on a Metaphor stream every once in a while. I just don't cover that as like a main game. Like I'm not writing guides for it or anything. I just play it for fun. And I don't know if there's something else that comes out between now and global that I want to just toy with. Maybe I'll stream it. Things like Project Mugen, NTE. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that Marvel game or not. It just depends on what changes they make between now and launch. There's some things that I found awesome about it, some things I found annoying about it, but I just don't think it was like a main game kind of status. So yeah, you'll see me around some more. And then after a global launch is announced, like I said, I've already started making thumbnails. I've got somewhere around 20 of them already prepped. I've got a whole notepad literally right next to me that talks about videos I want to make. So you can expect content coming on this sometime in the future. So with that, friends, thank you. Look at this try-hard farmer. Yeah, exactly, doctor. Awesome. I'll catch you all later.